What's up, everybody? Trinity here, and welcome back to the Second Street Marvel. Here I am at my local comic book shop, Bases Cards and Comics, right here in Lancaster, California, to bring you guys my comic book pull list for the week. Now, if you don't know what a comic book pull list is, there should be a video right up here where you can go and learn more about that. So, no different than any other time, I'm going to start with Marvel, then get into DC, and then smaller and indie press books. So, starting right off the top with Marvel, we've got New Mutants issue number 2. This book, this one's a really good book, guys. Now, I already dropped my review here on the channel. You guys should definitely make sure that you go check it out. Of these first few, I've already done a review here on the channel. Go make sure you watch it. New Mutants, again, a good one. I've been liking this series, ever since Jonathan Hickman has kind of rebooted the X-Men in the Marvel Universe. Just a lot of good stories going on here. A lot of great things going on throughout the course of these books. And I also did a review not too long ago, kind of my ranking of what I think, how good these books are and what I think is going to be the better stories that you might need to go out there and read and pay attention to. And now the next one I got here is X-Force issue number 2. Again, guys, this one was part of that review I already did here on the channel. Great book. X-Force, if you read X-Force issue number 1, you know this is one that you're definitely going to want to make sure that you pick up this week at the shop. Very good book. Very good book. I like that one. And the next one here is Fallen Angels issue number 2. Now, this is the last number 2 of all the Dawn of X titles that have come out of out of the House of X and Powers of X, where they pretty much rebooted the X-Men in the Marvel Universe. And again, Fallen Angels was a really good one. I like this series. However, I kind of feel that this series is probably going to be short-lived. I hope I'm wrong, because I like what Brian Hill has been doing with this book and in it. Simon Kurdansky has done a great job with the art, and I love Frank D'Armata's coloring in this issue as well. Now moving on, we got Ghost Spider issue number 4. Guys, I just realized I didn't get issue number 3 read, but I'm gonna go ahead and read issue number 3, issue number 4, probably bring you guys a review, and I may stop picking pulling this book. It's not been terrible or anything like that. It's just not quite as good as the previous series was with Spider-Gwen Ghost Spider. But I don't know. If you've been reading it, let me know what you think about it down in the comments. The next one I've got here is Invisible Woman issue number 5. Now, I could be mistaken here, but I believe this is the last of this miniseries of the Invisible Woman. I think I haven't read issue number 4 and then issue number 5. I'm an issue behind on that one too. But again, very good series. I've been liking the writing in this book. It's been a pretty decent book, not bad at all. The next one, Jane Foster Valkyrie issue number 5. Now this one, guys, right here will probably be the last issue of this series that I actually pull. Again, not terrible or anything. Just it's okay. Just have other books that I'm kind of more interested in, and we'll be reading and bringing some more reviews here on the channel. And look forward to probably a series review of these first 5 issues of Jane Foster Valkyrie. Now, that's all I have for my Marvel books this week. I don't have any DC. In case you guys follow me here, I don't read a whole lot of DC books. I pick up the occasional title. So I'm going to go ahead and get into some of the small press books here. And this one is on Stonebot Comics, and that's Machine Girl issue number 1. Now, I believe this one came in last week, but I went ahead and picked that up, and can't wait to read this thing, get into it, see how it is. It's a new series, so I don't know. I guess I'll do a review and let you guys know what I think about it. And now getting into Vault Comics, you guys know I've been really loving the work that Vault Comics has been doing. We're starting off with Relics of You issue number 3. Guys, I can't wait to read this one. This one's really good. Great series. It's one of those ones that kind of took me by surprise, too. I didn't think I was going to end up really liking this series or anything. It's about these kids who all kind of came together. They had these mysterious tattoos that came just was on their body one day, and they all kind of, I don't know, one of them had a calling. They all got together, and they shipped off on one of their, one of these kids. He's privileged. He has a yacht. Yeah, he took the family yacht, and they went to this island, and it looks like they're kind of looking for like the Fountain of Youth. Pretty cool stuff. Very good book. Now, the next one here I've got is once again on Vault Comics, and that's The Plot issue number 3. Guys, this series is really good. I'm not for sure how long the series is going to go on for, if it's just going to be a 4 or 5 issue mini-series, but I've really liked the plot. I hope it goes on for longer, but again, this book is really good. I've liked the art in this book. The story here is really cool. Again, if you're into like a horror title, definitely check out The Plot. Another great one. Then the other one I have here is Maul issue number 4. Again, this is another one on Vault Comics, guys. I'm telling you, I love what Vault Comics does. They've been pumping out some great titles. You should definitely check out Vault Comics next time you're in your local comic book shop and see what kind of titles they've got, because they've got a lot of good ones. And this one is a post-apocalyptic tale in which a bunch of people have pretty much holed up inside of a mall, and it's somewhat like, imagine Mallrats meets The Warriors or Clockwork Orange, something like that. It's like gang territory. They're all living in there, just crazy stuff, crazy stuff. The next one, oh, you know, and as a matter of fact, I've actually, I'll leave, you know, a link right up here as well where you can go. I already did a review of The Plot and Maul issue number 3 and 4 already here on the channel. You can go check those out. I got some advanced copies from one of the writers of these books, and again, that's how I got to read those and do those a little bit early. Very good books. I'd suggest checking them out. The next one and the last one on my Vault comic books is Resonant issue number 5. Guys, I've been talking about this one. I think I've done reviews on most of the issues on here as well. I'll probably go ahead and do an overview of all these first 5 issues after I read this one. And actually, I'm sorry, I've already read this one. It's a good book. Again, this one seems like it does a lot more with art than it does with words and story, but it drives it forward in just such a great way. And I'm telling you, I've really loved Resonant for a lot of reasons, and I'll get on to that on my series overview of this one. Now, that's all I really have for my comic book pull list this week. These next 2 are ones that I actually had my local comic book shop here. Again, that's Bases, Cards, and Comics right here in Lancaster, California. You should go follow them on Instagram or Facebook or anything. And no, they didn't sponsor this video or anything. They're just a kick-ass comic book shop, and, you know, I think they're cool. And they don't sell books online or anything. They don't do that. They just post up cool stuff about comic books and things going on at the shop. So go check them out. But these next 2 are ones I've been looking forward to. That's the No Ones issue number 1 and the No Ones issue number 2. I've pretty much picked up on this series at issue number 3. Was kind of met the writer of this series on Instagram, and he was telling me about it. And I was like, hey, you know, I'm gonna check it out. So, you know, when I was in here the next week, I went ahead and ordered it, started in issue number 3. Really liked the series, and I wanted to get issue number 1 and issue number 2 because, you know, for me, I'm not sure about anybody else out there. I think especially when it comes to like a new title, a new series, I think the issue number 1s are very important. Now, if you go and look at some of the, you know, the bigger books out there, like a Spider-Man or a Superman and stuff like that, you know, if they start back at a number 1, it may not be as important because, you know, you've got a hit character there with a lot of history and stuff like that. And I'll probably be doing a video about that more here at a future time. But that's all I really have for my comic book pull list today, guys. Let me know down in the comments below what's on your comic book pull list and what of these books would you like to see me do some more reviews of here on the channel. That's all I have for this video today, folks. Thank you all so much for tuning into the Second Street Marvel. If you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe, click the little bell, and you know all that good stuff I'm supposed to tell you to do that you already know how to do. Just do that stuff. Just do that stuff, all right? But make sure you give this video a thumbs up, give it a thumbs down. You know, it's all good. I don't take it personal. And make sure that you share it with a friend and invite them to come hang out with us here on the Second Street Marvel. We love comic books. We love to talk about comic books, and we'll see you in the next video. Later.